Welcome! JDConf, the Java Developers Conference organized by Microsoft, is happening again this year. And as with previous editions, we'll have a mix of Java experts from the community, from our partners, and from Microsoft to give you the best insights of what's happening this year in Java. As we prepare the final touches of this conference, let me introduce you to Amanda Silver, who leads our products in Microsoft's developer division. This includes a lot of the tools that we Java developers use daily, like Visual Studio Code or our Open Source Programs Office. So welcome, Amanda, and thank you for being with us.
Hey, Julien. I'm super happy to be here with you to talk about what we're going to be showcasing at JDConf this year. Like previous years, we have speakers from all around the world to discuss the latest trends in Java. How to use AI in Java, how to code better with tools like GitHub Copilot. It's an exciting time where Microsoft brings a lot of value to Java developers and where our jobs are evolving faster than ever.
Thank you, Amanda. So as a Java developer, what really changed my life last year is GitHub Copilot. It's now working even better for Java developers with supports for IDEs like IntelliJ IDEA and Eclipse, and also with new models like Claude. So can you give us your thoughts and maybe show us some future roadmap of this product?
Well, we started our journey to assist developers with AI by adding GitHub Copilot to Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is very popular with lots and lots of developers coding in JavaScript, Go, Rust, Python, and even C# and C++. And while there are 3 million developers building Java apps with VS Code, we know that lots of Java devs use other IDEs like IntelliJ and Eclipse. So that's why we brought GitHub Copilot to all Java developers. It's now working with all major IDEs, and it supports the main AI models that Java developers use. We've seen really great enthusiasm from our partners and our customers. For example, we have a major partner with thousands of Java developers using a specific version of Eclipse, who will now be able to use GitHub Copilot and be more efficient every day.
As we've just discussed, AI is great for helping us code better and faster. But now, we start to have some great AI frameworks and SDKs in Java to integrate AI directly into our Java projects. How do you feel about our Azure SDK for Java and the new OpenAI SDK for Java?
You know, our Azure SDK for Java has been available for many years now, including Spring Boot starters, to help Java developers get their projects into the cloud quickly and easily. For the past few years, we extended that effort to help developers connect to Azure OpenAI using our SDKs. Instead of using a REST API, they can use a pure Java SDK that includes all of OpenAI's features like streaming and structured outputs or function calling in Java. We continue to improve our Azure SDK for Java. For instance, when we use advanced Azure security mechanisms to connect to Azure OpenAI. This year, we should also have the new OpenAI Java SDK. This project is led by OpenAI, and we collaborate on it. For instance, we guarantee that it works well with Azure OpenAI. Java developers will have the choice to use this new official API and be confident that it works perfectly with Azure OpenAI and that it follows our security best practices.
Speaking about all those frameworks and SDKs, they are all open source. And in fact, at Microsoft, we have a long history of doing open source and Java, including building Java support in Visual Studio Code and releasing our own Microsoft build of OpenJDK. So according to you, what's the future of open source and Java at Microsoft?
Yeah, open source is extremely important for us, both as the stewards of GitHub and given that so many of our technologies are developed in the open on GitHub, like VS Code. Open source really helps our customers use innovative solutions in our cloud. Today, you can deploy your Java application on a platform like Azure Container Apps and benefit from a technology stack that's been developed and maintained and secured by Microsoft. This includes our Microsoft build of OpenJDK and SDKs like the Azure SDK for Java that we just discussed. So to deploy their application, they can use Visual Studio Code and our Azure extensions, whether they use them in their IDEs, in their Maven builds, or even with Terraform. We really want to make sure that Java developers can benefit from the power of open source and Azure combined.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for sharing your thoughts with us. I can't wait to be at JDConf this year again to spend one full day speaking about Java. Thank you, and see you soon.